So today I pulled from various decks and I'm ready to get started with what Source wants me to share with you today. First I pulled from my tarot deck and I got these two cards. The Nine of Wands and the Hierophant. The Nine of Wands talks about believe in your ability to keep going. You're being prepared for what's next. So dust yourself off and move on. And the Hierophant is saying to seek the guidance you need for going forward and stand firm in what you believe. So sometimes, things can be not very clear, or we're going from this place of kind of hurt and hardship to how can you better yourself? How can you improve? How can you move forward despite the hurt and the hard? So maybe at this time you're being called to learn some more things in your self-growth. Maybe consider that. The next deck I pulled from was my Work Your Light deck, and I got 3 cards from that deck. These are the 3 cards. We got Break the Chain, Lemuria, I'm not really sure how to say that, and Share Your Voice. The card Break the Chain is talking about ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. I feel like that's a very important thing that we all need to do. We all have to kind of look at the ways that our family lines have handed down things that are unhealthy patterns. And it's good for you to consider what things those are in your life. Sorry, my nose is itching, which is confirmation. Think about what it is that's toxic in that family line and heal it, and be determined to move forward and not continue that pattern, letting go of what doesn't serve you, what doesn't feel right in your, and consider what kind of person you want to be. You can make your future. You can make choices of where to go forward. And so it's very worthy work. The second one was that Lemuria card, and it's talking about it's one of the Earth's lost lands where heaven really was a place on Earth. So it's a lot about creating heaven on Earth. That is what we're trying to do. Like, you can make your life like heaven on Earth. You can choose your path. You can choose your joy, and it's happening. As well as maybe part of your role is to help the collective bring heaven on earth. That is another part to it. So think about your role in that. And then the final card is Share Your Voice, which I pulled for myself this morning as well. And it talks about, in what ways is Source wanting you to do that. You need to come out of your hiding, coming out of your little cave maybe that you've been in. I know I've been in one. And you need to come out of there and share your voice. That's what I'm doing, and that's what you're being called to do too. Maybe that's singing, maybe that's writing, maybe that's speaking, maybe that's doing readings, maybe it's something completely new, something completely different, but it's authentic to you. So how are you being called to share your voice? It's hard because it can be nerve-wracking to put yourself out there, but just do it because it's rewarding and it's worth it. And you will, if it brings you joy and lights you up, then you know that you're on the right track, even if you're nervous to do it, even if it's hard to step out. Excuse confirmation verb. Final deck was the animal deck that I have, and I pulled these two cards. I have Mouse Spirit and Turtle Spirit. And Mouse Spirit says to tend to the small things. Even just notice the small things. Pay attention to the little details, the little things that are happening around you. That's part of like practicing being present, being mindful, noticing what's happening around you, and appreciating those little things for what they are, and trust your intuition and your feeling and your senses on it. If something doesn't feel right, don't push past that. Don't ignore that feeling. It's telling you something. Pay attention to what it's telling you. And remember, small things can be powerful. So just because you think you're one little small piece in this big world of players doesn't mean that what you have to offer isn't extremely important. One person impacted by what you have to offer is still better than you not sharing it all. And final card is the Turtle card, and slow and steady wins the race. Don't rush, don't push things. So yes, simultaneously you can be being told to put yourself out there, to share your voice, right? But you don't have to rush to do it. Sometimes you're not ready. Sometimes you might have to feel a little more inspired before you take that step, but don't wait too long. There's a balance here between when to share and when to just wait and percolate on those ideas and thoughts. You'll know the more you connect within. So connect with yourself, connect with Source, and ask what your role is and what you're supposed to do going forward. Don't push it, don't rush it, but flow with it, just like a river. I enjoyed this time with you and these cards today, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day whenever you see this.